Oh boy, look at that. That's a slopper. Do I risk completely just destroying my mouth biting this? Yeah. Hey, it's Kenji. I'm gonna make a meatloaf parm sandwich. So the other day I made this meatloaf that's essentially like a large Italian meatball, and so I thought, can we turn what is essentially a ball and loaf form into a meatball sub into a meatloaf sub form. So I got some bread here. This is just a baguette from Macrina, which is sort of bigger and denser. Doesn't have like the large hole structures of a more sort of traditional French baguette, so I think it'll work well for this kind of sandwich. You could use a hoagie roll if you got access to those. You could use like supermarket Italian bread. I'm just gonna get it on a tray, I'll drizzle of olive oil, and give it a toast. Or a broil, that is. In my Wonder Oven Pro. Right. That should take a couple minutes. All right, in the meantime, I will take some parsley. Let's give that a little chop. Grab some basil leaves. I'll give those a rough chop too. Let's do some provolone and some fontina, which has a little more sort of flavor, yeah. But also melts really nicely. Could also just do mozzarella for something like this, but let's see if we can get some few sort of thin slices of fontina to go with our prove. One for my mouth. All right, so I got my leftover sauce. This is actually a combination of the leftover sauce from the meatloaf, which is just a real simple tomato sauce. You can find the original recipe for that. Let's see how our buns are toasting up. It'll take a second. All right, I'll come back in like a minute when they're done, all right? So I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, so we are kind of at half toast level here, which is right where I want to be. Get a little landing pad. All right, so I'll take, which is the bottom side? That's the bottom side. So let's put on a layer of meatloaf here. And let's make sure we fill that sandwich up. Here, let's do 2 half meatloafs for a piece of bread this size. That looks about right. Okay, and let's get some sauce on there. Nice and saucy. I think a meatball, any kind of parm sandwich should not be dainty. So we'll go full sauce here. Let's get some of that fontina on here. And finally that provolone. And we'll go right back under that broiler until things are toasty and melty. All right, that will broil away, and I will see you again in 3 minutes. All right, so our cheese looks nice and toasty in there. Our cheese looks nice and melted, and our bun looks toasty. I think we are good to go. Look at that beauty. Let's get it off with our asbestos fingers. Let's close her off. I do normally like to keep my parm sandwiches hinged so that we don't end up spilling off both sides, but we didn't manage to do it this time. Oh boy, look at that. That is that's a slopper. Let me cut it in half and see what we got here. Nice crunch. Let's get it on a plate. Oh, wow. Do I risk completely just destroying my mouth biting this? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a sandwich. I like that fontina. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot my greenage. Here, let's add some roughage here. A little extra flavor there. Ready? Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh. I'm gonna finish eating my sandwich. This is a good way to use leftover meatloaf. All right, guys, gals, non-binary pals. See you later.